Yo, my G, what you saying?
My G.
How's it going, lovely people of YouTube? So I'm bringing you quite a different video to what I normally do, because most of my channel is about gaming, but I feel like this is quite an important topic to address, and I've got a couple of tips of how you can save if you decide to buy organic food. Now, I started getting into organic when my kid was born, and I wanted to feed him the best possible with the least amount of extra stuff that is not meant to be in food, and stuff with long lists of ingredients that I don't know where they came from and what they're doing to our bodies. And I think that a lot of people see organic food as hipster movement food that is just marketing and is overpriced. And I certainly, to a certain degree, agree with the fact that a lot of it is marketing, and you should never really trust what you see and what you read that, you know, this is 100 times better for your health, because that's how advertising and marketing works in general. So do your own research. You know, organic food is not healthier than regular food. There's plenty of organic meals that's got loads of sugars and loads of salts in them, and they're definitely not healthy. People should treat their bodies with a bit more respect, and they should care a bit more about where their food comes from and what they're putting inside them, especially with their kids. And with themselves as well, because, you know, people are like, yeah, YOLO, and they're taking that as an excuse to take as much drugs and drink as much as possible. And you know, I drink and smoke and do those things as well, but I think that people should be a bit more respectful to what they have and how they live, to prevent, you know, health issues in the future. And they also don't mean that the farmers get paid significantly more than growing regular food, and it's nothing that will save the world. At the same time, the reason why it's more expensive than regular food is because there's not enough demand for it, which would increase the competition in between brands, and that will lower the prices. So we sort of, by not buying enough, we're keeping the prices high, and it's getting better. You know, in all the supermarkets that I go to, I see that the range of organic foods is always growing, or some products are going away and some are coming. But, you know, overall, there's more and more foods in the main supermarkets in UK. And that is still not the cheapest way how to get them, but there's some ways how to get the cheaper stuff from the supermarkets, which I'm gonna talk about. So today I'm gonna cover 3 different ways how I obtain my organic food cheaper. Number 1 is buying in bulk. Number 2 is looking for good promotions. And number 3 is thinking about different ways how you can get to organic food. And we're gonna start with number 1, and that's buying in bulk. So buying in bulk is really great because it allows you to buy some stuff that is really, really expensive when you buy, you know, 250 grams of it or 500 grams of it, rather than if you buy 2 kgs through certain websites. And this is the method that I usually use at least once a month. I buy, you know, some stuff when I get paid to replenish my cupboard, and lots of these things that I have here. So most of this stuff that I bought here, like those chickpeas, I got some flax seeds, I got short grain brown rice, you know, chickpeas, black beans, got almonds that I'm using for almond milk. Most of these I bought in bulk, and there's 2 websites that I use for buying in bulk. One of the brands that's selling organic food at a really reasonable price is Suma. They sell them in large quantities because they sell them, you know, in wholesale. They sell most of their stuff through Amazon as well, so you can look it up on Amazon. They're really, really great. Second website that I would recommend is Real Food Source, where I buy chia seeds, I buy flax seeds there, I buy my nuts there. These nuts! I buy stuff like this coconut oil there because it's really cheap, and they sometimes do deals on 2 products together that become cheaper, like coconut sugar and coconut syrup, or they do dark and light chia seeds that in a dual pack cost less. Usually there's a much bigger gap in price, or it becomes much cheaper to buy 1 kg than to buy half kg. The difference in between price in between 1 kg and 2 kg is not that significant, so most of these things are actually the best when you buy them at 1 kg. But the website has free shipping on orders over £75, so I do recommend making a big order at the beginning of the month, because that will last you, you know, maybe 2 or 3 months in the future, and you won't have to worry about those things or replenishing your cupboard in that time. And that's also really great for time-saving purposes. The second website that's awesome, and I think everyone can agree with it, is Amazon. And through Amazon I get most of my Suma organic stuff and just some pieces on side. You know, like this 6 packs of organic sushi rice, because that's what my girlfriend loves. And she just boils sushi rice and eats it as it is. Don't judge. And then there's some things that... Oh, let me get this. Then there's some things that... I'm out of focus. There's some things that don't necessarily become cheaper when you buy them in greater amount. One of them is pasta that isn't really discounted under maybe £1 for half a kg. I bought those organic Sainsbury's spaghetti for 55 pence each, which is an amazing price. When I saw that, I bought 14 packs and I've got spaghetti for the rest of the year. And I suggest when you see a great deal like this, and that also means that you have to be a bit knowledgeable about the prices and again, be doing your research yourself, jump for it, you know. Another one of these, this one was for, I think, £1.14 per pack, which is also pretty good for half a kg of organic pasta. So the second point is, look for these promotions, you know, see whatever sells 2 for 1 and see if it actually is cheaper, because, you know, these promotions are also not that great all of the time. So definitely do your research, see what's up. And the third major thing is finding different ways how to obtain your food. So especially with organic fruit, it's very expensive. Organic fruit, you know, be it frozen or fresh, is just a bomb. And the only thing that is sort of for a reasonable price really is bananas and apples. But when it comes to blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, all this sort of stuff just becomes, you know, double the price, triple the price. And it's crazy. But the difference in taste and the difference in how the food is grown is massive. Because organic fruit, you know that it hasn't been tempered with pesticides, with chemical fertilizers. And that's one of the things that makes the food taste like nothing, you know. When you buy non-organic tomatoes, most of times they taste like water. They don't taste like tomatoes, you know. And organic tomatoes, when you taste them, even if they're from Costco, you can... The difference in between taste is massive. I do recommend going for organic fruit whenever you can. Sorry. One of the things that I have to restrain myself from buying all the time, buying a tiny package of raspberries, 100 grams for £3, £2.50, gets into your budget very quickly. What I mean getting the food elsewhere is going out and getting it yourself, or having friends that got a garden and getting some of their plums or some of their crop from them. You can freeze most of this stuff, and I probably got maybe between 3 to 5 kgs of blackberries from a nearby park where there's a river and there's lots of blackberry bushes there. And if I was less lazy, I could get lots more. You know, I could probably harvest up to maybe 10 kg of blackberries from there if I had room in my freezer and I was willing to do that. But there's other foods that grow near to you. Even in London, there's parks with fruit forests, and you don't even realize it because you never look for it. And this is an amazing way, without, you know, going into someone's garden and actually stealing their shit. It's a great way how to save money. And I put those blackberries in my shakes every morning, and I've still got plenty left to go. You know, I know that it's not gonna last me the whole year, but the amount of money that I saved by not actually buying organic blackberries in the supermarket is significant. It's massive. If you've got a friend with garden that you know that isn't spraying them with some shit, ask them, you know, at a certain point they're gonna have such a big harvest that they're not gonna be able to eat it all themselves. Some of the stuff you can pickle, some of the stuff you can freeze, some of the stuff you have to eat fresh, but that's just the nature of things, and fresh seasonal fruit coming from someone's garden is probably the best thing in the world. So just to recap it, we have 3 points. First one is buy in bulk buy at the beginning of the month when you get paid. You know, spend that 150 pounds, because in the long run you're gonna save a lot of money, you know, and it's gonna save you journeys. Like, we bought a 10 kg bag of organic oats because we use oats so often and we just had to top up all the time. Second point is to look for deals. When you walk around your supermarket, you will probably know where the organic stuff is by a certain time. So just see if it's got a yellow label or whatever the supermarket uses to indicate that it's in discount or it's got a deal on it. Remember prices for the stuff that you buy often, because that's gonna help you determine when you look at it, you know, is it cheaper, is it the regular price, how much do I need it, how much can I store, because if you've got space, then buying stuff like this and stuff like this is just, you know, it's invaluable. Like, these cost maybe £1 to £1.50. Usually it's like £1.20 for a pack of these. For 55 pence, that's, you know, and it's not like they're expiring soon. They're till July 2018. So this is a great deal, amazing deal that everyone should follow. And the third way is, you know, go out, think of different ways how you can get organic produce, especially fresh, because fresh fruit is gonna be what's gonna be the most costly. You know, over time, if you want to get access to just organic fresh fruit, right now you're gonna have to go different shops to find different organic fruits and veggies and fork out a whole lot of money for them. So whenever you have access to something that is cheap or is for free, then use that opportunity, load up your freezer. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you want me to make more in the future about organic stuff, or how to save, or what to cook. And yeah, I know it's very different to what I normally make. I hope that my subscribers don't really mind me putting out one of these every now and then. Let me know if some of these brands that I put out are bad or good, and what experience you have with buying from different shops in the UK. And until I see you guys at the next one, bye and take care.